We interrupt your regularly scheduled programming to bring you some breaking news. The Kingsley Dam at Lake McConaughey has failed. All residents in communities and rural areas along the North Platte River from the village of Keystone to the city of North Platte should immediately evacuate the area. Jackie Harms is live in the studio with more. Jackie, what can you tell us?
Jacqueline, this is an extremely dangerous situation. The first flood wave from the dam break will reach the village of Keystone in less than an hour. This is video of the lake from one of our sky cams. You can get an idea of just how serious and how full the lake is. I'm told the water will reach the town of Hershey in about 5 hours. And then here in North Platte, floodwaters are expected within 9 hours. Our peak flows will happen in about 13 hours. If you take a look at your screen, the floodwaters in the North Platte area are expected to cover a broad area on either side of the river, spreading as wide as 7.5 miles in the river valley. Maximum depth of the river immediately below the dam can be expected to reach 41 feet. Once the water reaches North Platte, the river is expected to rise up to 18 feet above the current level. Jacqueline, now back to you.
Thank you, Jackie. NBC Nebraska has been following the situation as local, state, and federal authorities monitored developments at Kingsley Dam for the past few weeks. Now we'll hand it to Tom, who has a look at why this is happening. Tom.
An extraordinarily high snow melt runoff from the Rocky Mountains has led officials from the Army Corps of Engineers to release water upstream. They manage the reservoirs in Wyoming. They decided that lakes are too full and they had to release water. The release pushed Lake McConaughey's level above the normal pool, a situation that has been exacerbated by recent high winds over the past several days. Steady velocities of wind coming in more than 35 miles per hour with gusts up to 50 miles per hour has been driving waves into the Kingsley Dam, causing damage to the protective riprap on the face of the dam. Jacqueline, back to you.
Good information. Thank you, Tom. This morning around 10 o'clock, the first breach in the core of Kingsley Dam began to appear in at least one location where the wind-driven waves had exposed the clay core. Unlike in 1972, when similar conditions stripped away the protective riprap on several sections of the dam's face and exposed the clay core, this time the clay core was breached near the center of the dam. It eroded away after several days of battering by wind and waves. The breach was widened due to water pouring through the damaged section of the dam. And many of you are sending in your photos on Facebook. Here are some conditions many of you are facing right now. Linda Smith took this photo of her house from her boat. As you can see, floodwaters are all the way to her roof. She says everyone made it out okay. And Linda is not alone. John Ford sent us this photo of his neighborhood completely engulfed with floodwaters. This just shows the magnitude of water we are dealing with. The situation is very serious. To recap, NBC Nebraska has confirmed Kingsley Dam has failed and an emergency situation exists. All residents in the North Platte and Platte River valleys below Kingsley Dam are urged to evacuate the area immediately. Please stay tuned to NBC Nebraska for further updates as coverage of this disaster continues.